Hello Medicose, welcome to the channel. We covered the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, but blood pressure isn't just regulated by the heart and kidneys. Other complex systems like the brain's response to low oxygen, specialized receptors and hormones all play a key role in keeping your blood pressure balanced. Today we'll explain how cerebral ischemia, chemoreceptors, vasopressin and atrial natriuretic peptide, ANP, help control arterial blood pressure, especially during emergencies like hemorrhage or oxygen deprivation. When the brain doesn't get enough blood flow, known as cerebral ischemia, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide, PCO2, in the brain increases. This triggers an emergency response to protect brain function. Chemoreceptors in the vasomotor center of the brain detect this change and send signals to increase sympathetic outflow to the heart and blood vessels. The result? Widespread vasoconstriction or narrowing of the arterioles. This increases total peripheral resistance, TPR, raising blood pressure dramatically to preserve blood flow to the brain. Blood flow to other organs, like the kidneys, is reduced as the body prioritizes the brain. During severe cerebral ischemia, this response can cause blood pressure to rise to life-threatening levels. A classic example of this is the Cushing reaction. When intracranial pressure increases, such as from a head injury, it compresses the cerebral blood vessels, leading to cerebral ischemia and even more buildup of CO2 in the brain. In response, the vasomotor center increases sympathetic outflow, causing a profound rise in arterial pressure to try to restore blood flow to the brain. Your body also has chemoreceptors in the carotid bodies near the bifurcation of the common carotid arteries and in the aortic bodies near the aortic arch. These chemoreceptors are extremely sensitive to decreases in the partial pressure of oxygen, PO2. When oxygen levels drop, these receptors activate the vasomotor centers. The result is vasoconstriction, which increases total peripheral resistance, TPR, and raises arterial pressure to improve oxygen delivery to vital organs. Another important regulator of blood pressure is vasopressin, also known as antidiuretic hormone, ADH. Vasopressin isn't involved in the moment-to-moment regulation of blood pressure, but becomes crucial during hemorrhage or significant drops in blood volume. When blood volume decreases, atrial receptors detect the change and signal the posterior pituitary to release vasopressin. Vasopressin acts on V1 receptors in the arterioles, causing them to constrict. This increases total peripheral resistance and raises blood pressure. Vasopressin also acts on V2 receptors in the kidneys, increasing the reabsorption of water. This increases blood volume, helping to bring blood pressure back to normal. Finally, let's talk about atrial natriuretic peptide, ANP. ANP is released from the atria of the heart when they sense an increase in blood volume and atrial pressure. ANP acts as a natural vasodilator. It causes the smooth muscles in arterioles to relax, leading to the dilation of blood vessels and a decrease in total peripheral resistance. In the kidneys, ANP promotes the excretion of sodium and water, which helps to reduce blood volume. This drop in blood volume works to lower arterial pressure back to normal. ANP also inhibits the release of renin, further reducing the activation of the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, RAAS, which helps bring blood pressure down. Our body's ability to regulate blood pressure is truly remarkable. From protecting the brain to adjusting blood volume, it's a fine balance that keeps us functioning smoothly. If you want to learn more about how your body works, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos on human physiology.